Hi everyone, Kevin here. Remember Duel Links? That other weird mobile Yu-Gi-Oh game not named Master Duel where you have to pay up real money or just grind endlessly? So if you didn't know, Duel Links recently released Sky Striker. Albeit kinda handicapped that everyone thought would be mid, but then turns out having 2 in GOG and about a 20 card deck might have been a bad idea. Of course, as a resident Sky Striker guy, I checked it out and I saw a lot of people don't really know what they're doing. I don't really consider myself an expert in Duel Links format, but there's one deck I know in and out is Sky Striker. Welcome to a sort of guide on how to play Sky Striker, Duel Links edition. Before we start, I know what you're thinking. Kevin, is it worth playing? Short answer, Long answer, I accept Duel Links for what it is. If you want like a baby version of Yu-Gi-Oh that you can play on your phone while you're waiting for something, then I'd say gameplay wise it's probably better than Master Duel. It just really depends on how much money you're willing to spend.
Screw the rules, I have money!
Because unlike Master Duel, there is no crafting. My cope is that I paid money for real cardboard, so if you replace cardboard with virtual cardboard, maybe you'll be okay, Which by the way, right now in Duel Links in the shop, there are bundles that you can pay up for that includes cards and a bundle of booster packs of the newest box, aka the Sky Striker box. So when the next box is released, it will replace the current one, making this unfortunately kind of a limited time item. So if you want to get the Sky Striker cards right now, it's probably a good time. Having said all that, keep that in mind. If I had to estimate, I probably spent about 50 American dollars to make the Sky Striker deck. You're welcome, Konami. With the monetization disclaimer over, let's get into the actual Sky Striker deck. Real quick, here's her effect. Quick effect, you can tribute her to summon a Sky Striker Link monster. And her other effect is if a Sky Striker Ace Link monster dies, you can resummon her from your graveyard. The one and only. It floats, it's searchable through Rhoda, and can dodge your opponent's card effects. You should also remember that her special summon effect works under cards such as Skill Drain since it tributes itself. Because Skill Drain negates effects on field, and when it does the effect, it's no longer on field technically. But Skill Drain don't exist in Duel Links yet. No Ray, no play, that's what I always say, I'm not a rapper. You always play 3 of her. That's it, that's all the monsters we have for now. Now let's talk about the monsters in the extra deck, as of the time of the making of this video. First we have Blue Ray. Blue Ray makes your opponent loses 100 attack and defense points for each spell card in your graveyard, and at the end phase get to search a Sky Striker's spell that's not already in your graveyard. Engage. Blue Ray is probably the one you're gonna end your turn on most of the time, and honestly probably sometimes end on your opponent's turn too. Also, I know I said there are no combos for Sky Striker, but you can do something called the Shizuku Shuffle, which I will briefly go over later in the tips section. But for the most part, you're gonna search, engage. Next we have is Red Ray. It gains 100 attack points for every spell card in your graveyard, and when summoned you can add any Sky Striker spell card from your graveyard to your hand. Engage. Sorry buddy, I've been trying to deal with a bad cough recently. With Yellow Ray, you gain 100 life points for every Sky Striker spell card activated, and also prevents an opponent's monster from attacking. So really Yellow Ray only comes up if you're trying not to die. And finally Green Ray can attack directly, and if she attacks before the damage step, you can send one Sky Striker card from your deck to the graveyard. Obviously with no main phase 2 in Duel Links, she isn't as good as she is in Big Boy Yu-Gi-Oh! But probably the biggest question you have is what to send with Green Ray. So here's a quick list of what you should send to the graveyard in terms of priority. And so that's all the Link monsters. Let's move on to the spells. Now let's go over the spell cards. All the quick play and normal spell cards have this requirement. You must control no monsters in the main monster zone, and if you have 3 or more spell cards in the graveyard, you get a bonus effect. First up is Engage. Add any Sky Striker card from your deck to your hand, and the bonus effect is you get to draw 1 card. It was already good in Big Boy Yu-Gi-Oh, and you can imagine how broken it is to draw 1 card in Duel Links. The more times you resolve Engage, the more likely it is you're gonna win. Hello, editor Kevin here. Since this video took me so long to actually get done, Engage got unlimited in TCG land. I never thought I would see that in my lifetime, so who knows. But tier 0 baby, let's go! And with Engage, you can search cards like Afterburners and Jamming Waves. Afterburners destroys a face-up monster on field and then destroys a spell or trap card on the field. Non-targeting by the way. Whereas Jamming Waves destroys a face-down spell or trap card and then destroys a monster on the field. Also non-targeting. And for the quick plays, we only have 3 released so far. Widow Anger can negate a monster's effect and then steal. Shark Cannon can banish a monster and then special summon it. And then finally, Ego Booster makes your monster unaffected by card effects and not be destroyed by battle. Then you have the field spell, which is kind of like a pot of duality like effect, and special summon Array if it's sent to graveyard by card effect. And then multi-roll, you can reset Sky Striker spell cards based on the number you've activated that turn. And if you send another card to the graveyard, your opponent can't respond to any of your spell cards. Some of these spell cards are better than the others. But really the main idea is to activate Engage as many times as you can. You know how in sales, ABC stands for always be closing? Well, in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always be activating Engage. And sometimes if you're really skilled like me, you can draw Engage off Engage and do it all over again. Hi everybody, Future Kevin here. I completely forgot that Sky Striker has an equip spell. Like the other spells, you can only activate it if you control no monsters in your main monster zone. You can't attack directly, but you can make a second attack on monsters during each battle phase. And then if you destroy a monster, you get to draw a card. But the effect that people care about is if this card is sent to the graveyard by the card effect, you can target up to 3 Sky Striker cards in your graveyard, except itself, and then shuffle them into the deck. People mostly use this to recycle your 1 red ray, but personally as someone who has played Sky Striker for a very long time, I don't think it's necessary. To me, the only reason why you'll ever summon Red Ray is if you have to, or if you can utilize it to its maximum potential. Like for example, if you're losing and you have to summon Red Ray, or if you activate it in GOG and it's in the graveyard and then you have 3 or more spell cards in your graveyard. You'll see when you look at the gameplay. I don't think it's necessary, but if you want to play it, go ahead. And that's all the cards right now for Sky Striker. I'm gonna hand it over to Real Life Kevin. Please take it away. And if you've been watching this long, you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It helps the channel a lot and it's completely free. Alrighty, now to see those cards in action. Hey everybody, we're here. So, to teach you how to do some tips and tricks. I'm just gonna show you straight up instead of looking at a PowerPoint or whatever, me explaining it to you, right? So I'm gonna see it in practice. There we go. So remember that with Area 0 and Ray, you can get a little double dip action because I should also show my settings just in case. These are my settings. Top down view, player view, I don't think it really matters that much, I believe. Manual 2, because then you can select any card where you want to put it. Type chain on, so there you go. Make sure, right? Auto, this should be a manual, so you make a selection, right? I believe this is new. Don't do auto, otherwise it picks it for you, so you got to do manual, and then toggle button for that, right? I like doing that because if you do tap or whatever, I don't know, it's hard to do it on PC. I don't think this matters too much aside from like auto, and then the rest of it is kind of like whatever you feel like doing, right? So there you go. This is how you do the double dip action, right? So Area 0 will target Ray, right? Then you will chain Ray's effect in order to tag out, usually into Blu-ray if you're going first, right? So we got Area 0 and GOG and another Ray, always at the end GOG. Now at this point, you could say, Kevin, why didn't you go in the red way? We wouldn't know. And also, you know, I don't like using engage unless you have to, right? Because for the most part, Sky Striker is not very easily OTKable, if it makes sense, unless a lot of things go wrong, right? So there you go. And now to do the double dip with the Suzuki Shuffle, as I like to call it, right? So you can set up your multi-roll among other things as well. So you can activate the multi-roll, right? I could engag one more time, but I don't feel like doing it, is why. At this point you could search the Widow Anchor and set it too, but I like doing the search for the other one, right? So we'll search for whatever you want, but for this purpose we'll show that you search for Widow Anchor. And usually in Duel Links I like searching for jamming ways because people always sit back or anyway, so search that, right? And the end phase, we can now pick which one you want to resolve first. So you want to activate Blu-ray first, right? Blu-ray effect is going to search for Widow Anchor. Now you can activate Widow Anchor, right? To do that, now multiple roll will reset your Widow Anchor. So that's how you get a free interaction like that, right? That's how you do it basically. There you go. It's called a Suzuki Shuffle. Outside of tips, ooh, I made money. Cha-ching, have you heard that? Here's why Sky Striker is so busted, because we can do all this, it doesn't matter. Now we could just do this for fun, right? And then we get a free steal by Widow Anchor, so might as well. This is just for demonstration purposes, gang, don't worry. Now because we have 3, we can reset Widow Anchor here, and GOG. There you go. So now that's mostly all the tips I can think of at the top of my head. I'm just gonna pass on the gameplay now as I finish this up and get some experience. So ta-ta for now, gang. Hello, Real Life Kevin here. Hello, Real Life Kevin here. This is my deck list. I'll go over the cards, and if you've already been watching this guide, you already kind of hopefully know what they do. Of course, this is a work in progress. Totally depends on what you have available, but again, this is just my working deck list. Okay, 3 Ray. Normally players always say I'm not a rapper. Double Dank Dank Crow. Dank Dank Crow in this Duel Links meta It's like sheer nilly, right? So they can't banishing their stuff. Even though you'll notice later in some games where sheer nilly just can't do anything. They just banish their thing they send to the graveyard with their skill, right? Which is completely broken. I can't believe something like that exists. But anyways, 2 Dank Deck Crow, double Widow Anchor. Unfortunately, I think you need to actually pay up for that, which sucks, but you have to. 1 Terraforming, which I think you also need to pay up for. So you can get the 3 Area 0 to hopefully get Array or start a card or whatever, right? Double Book of Moon. Again, tech choice, right? I've seen some people that play Into the Void, but personally, I just don't like it, right? I'd rather have something in hand anyways, to be able to interact with my opponent than rely on, say, like 2 cards. You know what I mean? Because when you have Into the Void and Duel Links, there's only 3 spaces, and odds are you're gonna have 1 for multi-roll and a Widow Anchor, and say like, you know, Shark Cannon, whatever. It's not gonna be enough, I think, to stop someone on a turn. That's just my opinion, right? Unless you build Sky's Record to break boards, but more often than not, I don't think it really happens. So there's that. 1 Cyclone. This can be whatever you want. I decided I'm for back removal because back removal is prominent in Duel Links. 1 multiple roll. I know people play 2 probably. I think 1 is more than enough because you're only going to use it once anyways, and your opponent gets rid of it. By then, either you gain so much advantage through resetting your spells, or it's fine, whatever, right? 1 Jamming Waves, because why not? 3 Area 0, so you can search Rays. Double Afterburners, very, very good. Hits back row, hits your opponent's monsters, right? It's easy like bait or whatever. 1 Shark Cannon, 1 Eco Booster. There we go. That's main deck, 20 cards plus the 2 from a guy to make it 22 cards or something like that, right? I think, I don't know. Again, extra deck. The only things I think is really necessary is just probably 2 to 3 Blu-ray. I play 3 Blu-ray because I have 3. Otherwise, the rest of it, again, is Duel Links. Put whatever you want, right? But Unicorn. I play the Ningirsu for if you play against like annoying stuff like Avermax, so you kind of low-key have an out to that, right? Rasaliger is another one. I use my you can take it on that, and then the other 2 is just tech choice, right? But otherwise, the only thing you really need is the Blu-ray. So let's get into some matches after you've seen this deck list. All right, let's get to it. Hey, we're back. I'll briefly talk over to a couple of these things, otherwise you'll just see them for what it is, right? I think by then you'll know how to play Sky Striker. Just during the DL KC Cup event, so you know, love tryharding. It is against Battle Chronicle, one of my very common decks. So we draw Shark Cannon. Let me know if music's annoying, because you know when I play Master Duel or whatever, I usually don't have the sounds on, but it's Duel Links, it's cool, right? Ray, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Book of Moon. We're going second, so this is probably gonna get value. Let's see what happens. Do some stuff. We'll fast forward a little bit. Right, we know what Battle Chronicle does. We don't know what it does to get the search for free. Say normal summon, whatever. So here we go. We got full board. We got 3 back row, 2 monsters. Kind of low key, don't do anything, right? So we're gonna break the board. First of all, probably should Jamming Wave something. Get those spells in the grave because we drew and gag. So we'll do that. We draw that, or destroy that one. Get the Dank Magicians. We're gonna Book a Moon. We're gonna Banishing so we can get value out of the guy. Remember, Ash doesn't exist in this game. Get multiple roll. We draw into Terraform. It's pretty good. Part 1 and Kevin, why didn't you search like, I don't know, something else to go bop this monster? We're gonna destroy it anyways, don't worry. Or if we can't destroy it, that's fine. Also, here's a moment where you could have asked Kevin, why did you normal summon the Ray instead of saying activating multiple roll to send off the Area 0 and get a free Ray anyways? The reason why you do that is because I feel like Area 0, again, the whole purpose is the pot of duality effect, so you're going to get a +1, right, if you draw into a Sky Striker card, which at this point, 14 cards, right, 3, odds of you doing that, pretty high, I would say so. John Red Ray, drew a Widow Anchor, it's pretty good. That's why, right? We can add back an Gag. Now the other option I could have done as well, add back the Jamming Waves. So I'm gonna destroy this, destroy the monster. But however, remember the monster. If it gets bopped, I think you get the special summon a Dark Magician and yeah, Dark Magician Girl from hand, deck, or graveyard. So we don't want that to happen. Especially Dark Magician, since it's a normal monster, can't negate the effect, can't steal it with Widow Anchor. That's why. That's fine. It's so weird to hear Yugi say Link summon a monster. They got compulsory, that's fine. It's even better for us. But because we have Ego Booster, right? We could have let it go. Could have gone on Blu-ray past turn, but that's fine. We're down to 2 cards. There's so much advantage for us. There's no way for them to really come back unless they, open nuts. And they're not playing Destiny Draw, so there you go. We're gonna Ego Boost in, draw a card. You don't got a trap or quick play. And now we're just gonna bop him. Alright. So destroy whatever they set down. Yep, successful soul, annoying. Just steal it. And then at this point it's GG again. But I do this just in case. Right? You never know. It's compulsory, see? So we would have been screwed. That's even better because now we can get our free Ray. Now you double dip and that's the game. There you go. Alright. That's one example, doing like against a full board, right? Is Dark Magician really that meta? We'll see. But here's some more gameplay. Right now.
I activate defeat. How interesting. Duel! Here I activate my spell card, the Melody of Awakening Dragon. I activate.
Are you?
Time to stomp this chump. I made a... This... I won't hold back! You may talk. Victory. Duel! Here I go. My turn. From my hand, I activate a spell.
So that's it for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, of course. Thank you to all subscribers, all channel members. Again, please look forward to the big Sky Striker video. But this is just a little taste of Duel Links because, you know, Sky Striker comes to Duel Links. It's not like the cross-field thing. I think that was a disaster from the very beginning. But again, thank you for watching. Please like, sub, all that fun stuff. Let me know down below if you're going to play Duel Links for Sky Striker like I am right now. Of course, leave suggestions on what to fix for the deck list as well. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you for watching. Bye bye. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and sub for me, please.